Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's podcast episode, we are going to be talking about the next big step. Not only is it the beginning of the year, but it is also just important to be productive in our everyday lives. Not only at the beginning of the year, but continuously throughout the year as well. We need to be productive. We need to take care of things for ourselves, for our brains, for our minds. In this week's episode, I would like to discuss the importance of productivity and ways to keep motivated, or ways to keep the motivation, or ways that keep me motivated that might help you. If you're finding yourself continuously in a rut, in a negative mind space, or a dark place in general, this video is specifically made for you. So we're gonna get started by talking about the TikTok ban. Lots of people were having to take into consideration new hobbies, new outlets, and even searching for new jobs. With this, it made me think about life without TikTok. Life without doom scrolling, life without continuous negativity. I don't know about you guys, but when I was on TikTok, I was finding myself getting stuck on these videos because it has a specific algorithm for you. I would get stuck on certain content, and then if I would delete it and get it back, it would be different stuff, new stuff, people who I follow. People who I follow aren't negative, but the people who I was watching were negative because I would I would watch the whole video because I was like interested in what was gonna happen, and then I would think about that happening in my life, and then it would just be a cycle of negativity. So that's why I'm talking about this today. I began thinking of new outlets for myself, somewhere new to run to after a long work day, or even just a boring phone call. My idea was journaling. I am no stranger when it comes to journaling. I started back in 2021 when my parents were like splitting up. My therapist told me like, this is a good idea, you should start journaling. I also kind of took it into my own mind because I like writing, and I was like, okay, like this is going to be a good thing for me if I write down what I'm thinking, and every day it made me feel better. If I do it in the start of my morning, I feel way better than doing it not at all, but if I do it in the morning for a couple of days, I feel good about myself, and then if I start doing it in the afternoons and like not paying as much attention to it, I start to see the same patterns happening again. So if you journal in the morning, first thing when you wake up, you're like putting good energy into how your day is gonna go. Like I start by saying like, today's gonna be a good day because I'm working with my sister or whatever, and then I just start putting that good energy. But if you're not thinking about journaling in the morning, and you just skip to getting ready for work and getting stuck in your routine, that's when things start to get a little slippery. Okay, so I also suggested journaling to my friends, so I knew it would be like a good outlet for me to go back to. The next thing I started was planning, scheduling out my day, making every little thing a significant part of my day, because in life, the little things are what matter the most. And so when you're taking time to put down, planning out these little things, it really shows like how much you care about each part of your life, each part of your day. For example, every day when I work, I think, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go home and see my kitten at my break. And when I come back from my break to work, I feel much better than when I used to go to Taco Bell. Like when I used to go to Taco Bell, I had nothing to show for it. I was just like, oh my gosh, like my break's running out of time, I need to get back to work, like blah blah blah. My brain would think about all the bad things. When I come home and see my kitten, I feel way better. I don't know. I just do. So look for those little things in your day that brighten it up, things that make you happy, and really look forward to them, because you never know when it's gonna be the last time. My kitten is one thing that motivates me throughout my day, my work day specifically. So look for something, it can be small, that will keep you motivated to get through things you feel that you'll never get through, or you feel that are just dragging on and feel like they're not going to end. Another thing that I decided to do was delete social medias, Facebook, TikTok, and Snapchat. Before TikTok got banned, I decided to delete it. I had a feeling like it wasn't going to get banned, or that it was going to come back. So I just thought, this will be good for me. I need to delete it and just be done with it. So, yeah. This allows me to genuinely feel happy. When I have social medias and I'm doom scrolling, I do not feel happy. I'm just comparing myself to others, and it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like a life that I am happy to live. I am just like living every day the same over and over again. Scrolling on social media for hours doesn't do anything for me besides give me a headache, creates room for negative thoughts to brew, and make my screen time go up a lot. Did you know that Americans check their phone on average 144 times a day? And that is according to CNBC, like one of those news channels. I saw this and I was shocked, but also at the same time, it's not shocking at all. People spend so much time on their phones, and it's like insane how quick we are to just reach for our phone, go for our phone. I actually caught myself telling my sister, like, why can't they delete TikTok on a Monday when I'm at work? Like, they have to delete it on a not delete it, but ban it on a Sunday when I'm at home doing nothing and spending time at home. That's when I was like, I need to delete TikTok before it gets banned, because you gotta be kidding me. Like, what? Okay, taking control of your day-to-day life by planning, scheduling, journaling, and deleting social media are just a few ways to start. And the ways that I do it do not have to be the ways you do it, but these are just examples of ways that brightened up my day, made me less negative, made my life brighter, happier, and yeah. Now in my free time, I look forward to not grabbing my phone to fill a void. I genuinely want to spend my time writing, and that's what inspired me to write this podcast episode. In the beginning of this episode, I mentioned the importance of productivity, and after you take action or follow through with doing something you love, you'll notice just like me. I love to end the episode with a quote to reflect on. The quote is, "Imagine no limitations on what you can be, have, or do," by Brian Tracy. To me, this quote is saying you either waste time thinking about what you have, what you could have, or you could just do it and have it. This quote reflects on what we have discussed during this episode, so I wanted to add it in. Thank you guys all for joining. I appreciate you guys all so much more than you know. Comment down below if you would like to see any more podcast episodes, ideas for podcast episodes, and just some feedback from how you felt through this podcast episode. Thank you guys so much.